You did everything right. The alarm, the tracker, the list. By 2 p.m., you were back on the couch. By 5, the guilt had set in. And by 11, you were scrolling through the same loop, not even enjoying it, wondering what's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. The system you copied from a stranger on the internet was never built for your life. And every time it fails, you don't blame the system, you blame yourself. That cycle ends today. Here's what nobody in this space talks about. Most productivity advice is autobiography disguised as strategy. Some guy wakes up at 4:30, does cold plunges, journals for 40 minutes, and posts about it. You try it. It collapses in 3 days. Not because you're lazy. Because that system was shaped by his schedule, his energy, his life. You grabbed a blueprint design for a different building and wondered why your walls keep cracking. Meanwhile, your brain has two systems at war. One chases instant reward, dopamine, notifications, quick pleasure. The other thinks long-term. It knows what you need to do and why it matters. But when the gap between where you are and where you want to be feels too wide, and the system you're following doesn't fit your actual life, both systems freeze. You can't work. You can't rest. You just sit there, phone in hand, going nowhere. I call that the system freeze. And there are 4 design failures causing it. Fix number 1. Your environment is the enemy. You've been waiting to feel motivated. That bus is never coming. Motivation shows up after you begin, never before. But the real reason you can't begin isn't willpower. It's wiring. Your brain follows the easiest available path, always. Like water flowing downhill. Your environment is the slope. When your goals require effort and distractions require nothing, you already lost before you started. So stop fighting gravity. Change the slope. Tonight, not tomorrow, delete one high-friction app. Move your phone to another room when you work. Clear your desk until only the one tool for tomorrow's task remains. Make the right action easier than the wrong one. One change. Immediate difference. But a clean desk means nothing if your brain is drowning in options. Fix number 2. Your list is fighting you. You've had days where you wrote 12 things, finished 2, and felt like a failure. Meanwhile, someone else finished 2 things and felt like a winner. The difference wasn't effort. It was the list. Every unfinished item silently taxes your brain. It's like keeping 30 browser tabs open. Your system doesn't crash all at once. It just gets slower and slower until nothing works. I call that system drag. So each morning, choose 3 outcomes. Not 12 tasks, 3 outcomes that make the day feel complete. Everything else goes on a list you're allowed to ignore. And if even 3 feels heavy, use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll only work for 5 minutes. Open the book for 5. Write for 5. Walk for 5. 5 almost always becomes 15. 15 becomes 40. Because starting is the hardest part. And even if you stop at 5, 5 messy minutes beats 0 on the couch. But even with a clean space and a simple list, most people put their hardest work in their weakest window. Fix number 3. You're working at the wrong time. You have roughly 2 to 4 hours of prime mental output each day. Most people waste that window on emails, calls, and busy work, then try to do deep work when their brain is running on fumes. That's like saving your best athlete for garbage time. Audit your real day for 48 hours. Not the ideal one, the actual one. When are you sharpest? When do you crash? Then take your peak window and defend it. No calls. No messages. Your most important work lives there. Everything else fills in around it. But even with the right environment, the right list, and the right timing, there's one more failure that quietly destroys everything. Fix number 4. You reward planning and punish doing. This one stings. You spent Sunday night color-coding your calendar, organizing your dashboard, watching productivity videos, and you felt accomplished. But you didn't do the thing. Your brain can't tell the difference between preparing to work and actually working. Both release dopamine. Both feel productive. So you get hooked on the setup and never reach the execution. You become a professional planner who never ships anything. Here's the rule. No system gets more than 10 minutes of design time before you use it. Build it by doing, not by decorating. But there's something deeper. You're building new habits while thinking like your old self. You say you want discipline, but you still identify as someone who struggles with consistency. So every failure feels like proof. Change the story, not after you succeed, but before. Stop saying, I'm trying to be consistent. Start saying, I'm someone who doesn't skip twice. Not, I hope I stay focused. Say, I protect my focus like it matters. And when you fail, because you will, don't spiral. Don't restart on Monday. Just say out loud, that happened. Tomorrow I go again. Shamming yourself after failure doesn't build discipline. It kills it. Guilt doesn't fuel action. It fuels avoidance. The rule that actually works, never miss twice. Miss once? Fine. But the next day you show up, even if it's just the 5-minute version. Because consistency builds identity. And identity drives everything. Here's the truth most people never land on. You were never the problem. You just kept applying borrowed solutions to a life only you understand. The person who keeps showing up, keeps trying new systems, keeps watching videos like this at midnight looking for an answer. That person has more discipline than they realize. It's just been pointed at the wrong things. So here's your challenge. Pick one fix. Just one. Apply it for 5 days. Not perfectly, consistently. When this video ends, don't open another tab. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Set a timer for 5 minutes. And begin. Because discipline was never a personality trait you were missing. It was a system you never built for yourself. Now you have the blueprint. So what are you going to do with the next 5 minutes? Comment below which fix you're starting tonight: environment, list, window, or ship. And if there's a topic you want me to break down next, drop that in the comments too. I read every single one. Subscribe if this was the video you needed at the right time. Proof starts now.